Hey, what's going on, everyone? Today is September the 16th, 2022. Real quick video about Palantir. Going to try to talk about if this particular stock is undervalued only from the standpoint of price, because if it's undervalued, then we need to try to figure out how high will price go before it becomes valued to where people will begin to sell and take profit. Now, if y'all appreciate my videos and my content, I am here to show you and to assist you into seeing that this game is not hard, it's not complicated. We can actually maneuver even though prices are being manipulated to see where prices are going to go. Like, that's the actual benefit of having price being manipulated, is that it gives us opportunity to see what's going on. So if you guys want to join me, hit that like button, share the video, and also subscribe here to my channel. Now, real quick, did a video in Palantir on September the 14th, 2 days ago, 2022. You guys can see in front of your screen right now, I didn't drop a price prediction because I wanted opportunity for the market to give me more information. So it's been 2 days. We got a little bit more information. And I told you all that Palantir needed to hold this area for support. And after yesterday's trading, look what happened yesterday. Like, we saw a pretty good area, a widespread moving higher in Palantir of around 5%. Now, the thing I wanted to talk to you all about is that as we continually see on the news, on social media, people talking about the massive worldwide recession, depression, a whole lot of chaos and calamity going on across the world, some stocks are not acting that way, right? A lot of these stocks that were pumped in 2021 that fell 60, 70, 80% already, those particular stocks will not act in the next crash or the next move to the downside if it's going to happen. The other stocks that did not fall 50, 60, 70% are the ones who's going to be impacted greatest on this next massive movement to the downside that so many analysts and economists are talking about. Those Microsoft, the Apples, the Teslas, those are the ones that's going to be impacted. The one that's holding up those three indexes that has the most weight in the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ and the Dow. Those big conglomerate businesses are the ones that's going to be impacted greatest on this next leg down. Keep that in mind. That is why Palantir ended up higher yesterday in trading rather than going down. So let's talk about it. Now, let me show you all what we have here on the 3-day chart for Palantir. So when we combine these two 3-day price bars, we can see that the market in Palantir doesn't look extremely weak. Let's keep it real. Okay. Now, if that's the case, we can kind of gauge to see from a 3-day perspective how high price is going to go. Can we not? I mean, do you see where the last snag was in Palantir's price? If you don't see it, I got you. Check this out. This is the area that we would expect the market to go in Palantir before we begin to see more sellers, before we begin to contemplate and say, hey, the market in Palantir can go down around $8.50. Because right now we're noticing that support, that demand, that strength is still coming into the market in Palantir. So yes, I'm going to play a price prediction looking for Palantir to trend higher, but I can already tell where the snag is. So as we expect Palantir to go up, that is the point that we need to say we might need to take some profit here. $8.50. That's the first area. Now, since today is the last day of the week, look at this from a weekly perspective. The last 2 weeks in Palantir, the market dipped, but we were able on both of these weekly price bars see the market close towards the high of the bar. There's people buying this stock right now in Palantir. They're not trying to let it fall. And since that's the case, on the weekly chart, the next price target we can see the market in Palantir in a weekly time frame would be $9. I think you guys can see where I'm going. I like what's going on in Palantir on the weekly chart. I like what is going on in Palantir on the 3-day chart. that I'm going to put my price prediction at those two spots. Okay. So now just two price targets. That first one is A50. Okay. Now that's 6.38%. Then my second price target is going to be around 9. And you guys can see that's 12.75% profitability right there. Got it. Simple, easy. And as long as we see Palantir's price hold this support line, we can expect that that's going to continue to be an option on the table. Okay. Now, back on the daily time frame. Okay. And we're going to look at this as time goes on to see which of those price levels is going to hinder the buyers of moving Palantir's price higher. Is it going to be $8.50 or $9? Where do you think the snag is going to be? Let me know. I'm done. Make sure you maintain a profitability. And as always, trade different.